Well, my thinking behind writing that letter was, it was just like so much had happened that I felt like I, I didn't want to spend too much time making music about it. So it was kind of like, yo, man, this is what happened. But like just on a personal side as well, because I know people only just want the gossip and like the juicy shit. But like for me, it was just a real moment. And also, I'm past all that. Like, I spent all this time like away because I wanted to get to the place where I'm at now. So where where was I? I was hibernating. I was hibernating. I had to, cause I obviously had to change in order to grow. Yeah, cause if the situation changes, I have to change, and I was never here to half step this situation. Like as far as just this rap thing, like this I'm a rapper thing. I was never here to half step it. So for me, it's that real. Like I went away and I wanted to only come back when I know that, okay, now I know what I'm trying to give to you.
This one's for you.
I got personal in the letter because I don't feel like people believe that I'm a real person. It's like people, like when you're on the other side of the TV, it's like people forget that like you're really like a real human being. So I just felt like it was very necessary to say some real human being shit. Just to let people know that, yo, this is like, it's not like I'm just like this character that comes on TV, and then as soon as it comes off, you just switch the character off as well. Like I go out to Burger King and eat, and then kick it with my friends. I've got a girlfriend. I do regular human being shit. So for me, that's the only reason, mainly why the entire thing is personal at all. Cause also, I mean, the music just got personal. Cause for me, that's also another dimension I felt needed changing. Cause I can't rap in the same stance or just make music entirely in the same stance as the stance that I had in a group. That just I'd be cheating the whole thing. It's like you're no longer in a group. Why do you still rap like it? Like why do you still make group like music? So I had to like, yeah. I had to get personal with myself, so that ended up with me getting personal with the music, and now I'm just personal with the people.
So this is goodbye. Eshaksena muntu who kiss me goodnight. You raised a good guy. Now that I can promise you, I'll stay away from the girls.
Because when that happened is when the guy I am today exactly started like being built. I probably spent like 4 months just like sobbing about the cash time shit. And then it was like, okay, let me get to work. What happened? Um, it just got tricky. Yeah, it just got tricky. I mean, everybody else, like after I left, I think just the trickiness of the situation has pretty much come out. Like as far as just looking at everything. So it's just like, I don't know. I've always wanted to be free also with the music. Like I don't like being restricted because at the end of the day, like I know who I'm trying to be in the music, you know? Like I've always loved being helped. I enjoy it. I appreciate it. I need it. But like I just still gotta steer the shit.
Won't work. And if I see you by no at homework, I'll let you know first. Take my figure, I'll call you every day so you can know my.
It gets really crazy. And also, it's just like how I grew up. It was like how I grew up was it's always been pretty cool. Like just to be me, just in general, has always been pretty cool. I've always just been having a good time through life, and it was like, so when life gets that good, when it's like you decide you want to rap, and then it happens, and then you rap, it's like you just start feeling like I'm really that guy, like yeah. So it's like you grow up like as a kid, and throughout your entire life, you just always have these things that make you feel like, yeah, like yeah, I'm, you know. So when you add like fame to that, fans, Twitter, girls screaming, stage, people taking pictures, and when you add all of that on top of already just that foundation, you're starting some other fire. I feel like it also, like what happened also relates to everything I just said now, like about all of just like that foundation of feeling like you're the greatest guy ever makes you at some point feel like I could like work half as hard. I think I could get away with that. And then cause you get into all the other shit, cause you spend more time on more time you spend on anything else is less time you're spending on the music. So if I'm going to the club, going to performances, if I'm dating somebody, if I'm drinking and getting high with my niggas, that's like time. That's like time I'm taking away from just working on the music. So it was just, I felt like I could balance everything, and that's not a real thing. So it's just like, that's where sacrifices come from. It's like you just gotta choose. Yeah. I had to change my name. I I had to. I had to. And I know everybody else won't get it, but as long as I get it for me, like at this stage of the game, that's all that matters. But I would love for everybody else to get it, because it's just that real for me. You know? This entire thing, like just this entire being a rapper thing, and it's just really that real for me. It's just different. It's not like the other guys. Like the other guys do whatever. For me, it has to be real. So if I feel like I'm no longer whatever they think I am because of a combination of whatever was going on at that time, I can't come back and have them see me as that or even call me that. Because it's like I'm not that anymore. Like, the name and the time that I took was all to like clean that off. Like this entire process was, yeah, definitely a rebirth, yes. Zingah, absolutely nothing. There is no significance at all. And that's what I love about it, because it's the most random name, which is kind of also how I came up with smashis, because that was also the most, like, I'm just that guy. And that also falls back to how real I just want to be. Because it's like, I literally got the name Smash because I went to a boarding school where my cousin who was there before me was called Smash. So when I got there, they called me Smash, and then I become this guy. It's like, okay, he's cool, he's Smash, and then it's like, then it sticks. So I moved with that to Joburg, and then when I started rapping, my older brother was like, at some day, just like talking to me, just talking cool. He was just like Smashes. So but that wasn't my name still. So, but when KO was like, yo, so I was like, Smashes. Yeah. So the Zingah thing came from a rap line that I did back in 2012 on a song with Mickey M. I was saying something about being hot and nickname Zingah Wings. It's just like being witty about like that situation. So after I recorded that, one of my friends was like, so what if we actually called you that as a nick? And then it was like a funny moment. We laughed about him. And then the same guy comes in the next day when he saw me. That was the first thing he said. He was like, I was Zingah. So, and then everybody started calling me that. So I didn't even think of changing my name. I was just like, I'm pretty much Zingah. Like in my real life. Like everybody, even my girlfriend calls me Zingah. Like all the time. She doesn't use my name. None of my niggas, like nobody that I know calls me anything but Zingah. So it was just like, yeah, don't call me that, just call me this. The name change feedback, right? I haven't had time for feedback. I haven't had time for feedback because feedback fucked me up before. I can say that, right? Yeah, feedback all the way fucked me up before. So that was part of the years. I just taught myself not to give a fuck. It's just like, I don't even care, actually. To be honest, and not to be like cocky or try and look like, I just honestly don't. Cause then what? It's like, it's like I love you guys and you guys love me, so whatever I'm going through, you gotta be with me. And if you don't want to be with me, then you're not a fan. So if you're not a fan, why should I even care what you think? Cause you don't even know what's going on here. But like, if you're not a fan, that means you're not at the show. So how are you gonna comment on what's going on at the show if you weren't even there? You don't even know what's going on. So it's like now I take your opinion and I get it all the way fucked up for the people who actually do care. Like my real fans will understand that this is a real thing for me, and the fact that this name change is very significant, and it's also for me, I'm not worried about that so much because of how great the music is. Like the music is gonna make every single thing make sense. And it's gonna like it's gonna be the last piece to the puzzle. Cause I was ready to put out the music, but I was like, okay, let me do this first. Let me just like, yeah. Cause then they're not gonna hear the music if they're gonna listen with the smashis ear. So when the music comes out, no one's gonna give a fuck what my name is. Cause the music is that good. It's just gonna be like, okay, he's back. And then whatever we call him, whatever. But like, he's back. That's all.
Flow bephiga ukuthi I'm signing local and mangizwa bane-beef ngine-bright to go to G and I'm a young and sure still angideal nabashana ngishaya nge-pedophile flow idla abantwana.
The shout outs, okay, in the letter. I'm a big fan of the game. Like I'm a huge fan of the game. So I'm a huge fan of niggas. Like I really, really fuck with these niggas. Like I pause? No, I'm a fan. I fuck with them. I fuck with niggas. I'm not gonna pause that. I'm a fan. Like I sit there and I play their music, I listen to their stories. I'm a fan. So within being a fan of of our industry, there's some niggas who taught me some things just off of watching them. And I felt like, I mean, if I'm gonna be personal, then take it all the way there. Let me just and for me it's not about them. I didn't put that out there for them. I was telling that to my fans. So they don't have to feel like they have to say anything. It's like I wasn't actually saying it to you. It's like Rick, I'm telling my fans that yo, Ricky like held me down, and I'm telling my fans that yo, Stilo held me down on like on this level, and Nasty held me down on this level. That's all I'm saying. I'm not. They don't have to like feel like the pressure to be like, oh yo, shout out, I saw the letter, and it's not that type of party. I'm just talking to the fans. I'm just being honest, cause it's like when, like Ricky made me realize that just doing things with the best intentions and in a good space completely affects how whatever you're doing is received. Like the reason why they love Ricky so much is his energy is so amazing. Like he's got a great energy, so people can feel it through his music when he's on stage. That's why they'll catch him when he jumps off stage, cause it's like they want that, and it's like, and he's got like, and also when I say do it right, like you look at his life outside the music, like he's got the wife, he's got the, it's a clean situation. It looks good, and that's why, like even endorsements can fuck with him, cause it's like this is we like this, So when I saw that, I learned that from him. I was like, I need to take note of that, you know. And Stilo came in my life at a time where I felt like, at a time where I was hibernating. Like he somehow found me in my cave. I don't know how he did that, but he somehow popped up in my cave, and we became friends for a while before it became about the music. We actually met on a remix, and then it was like, oh, you're on the song, I'm on the song. We did the video. It's like, oh, you're the coolest nigga out here. And he's like, oh, you're the coolest nigga out here. And I was like, all right, cool, let's kick it. And then we kicked it, and it was that. It's like, why? I'm from Cash Time. He was nowhere around that situation. That has, like, whatever situation I'm in and whatever life I'm living at the time has nothing to do with it. So of course I appreciate that. That's life changing. Shout out to him. And then with Nasty, it was just, he just reminded me why I'm here. It was like, this is what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Like that's literally, because I'm a huge fan and I play shit all the time, and like I'm following the story and I'm like, man, why am I even sitting out here thinking about all the other shit? This is what I'm just supposed to be here killing it. It's like, if you fuck with it, alright, cool. If you don't, whatever. Yeah, I give a shout out to my girl. Yeah, she was the first person who was there before Ricky, Stilo, and Nasty. That I might have to pause. I might have to pause, but but yeah, like also she just brought me so much closer to God, and that's priceless. That's price, cause that's something I can keep even if we end up not dating someday. It's like that's life changing. It's like that you can't. Like, what can you, like, okay, Rick, you gave me all that shit, but, like, she gave me God. Like, it's like, I Nasty, you reminded me what I'm supposed to, but so, yeah, it's just that, without getting into too many details. Just, like, overall, yeah. What makes me authentically South African or African? South African. I think just the fact that I'm born here. I mean, because for me, I don't get caught up in all that. Like, I'm here for the world. Like, I'm not here for South Africa. I live in South Africa. I was born here. I'm from here. But, like, I'm not. It's like, I'll wear, like, South Africa on my shoulders. Like, I will always represent South Africa. No matter where I'm at, I'll always be South African. I'm a South African rapper. But, like, well, I'm not a South African rapper. I'm a rapper from South Africa. Yeah, so. And I learned that from JR. JR said that in a session just like a couple weeks ago or something. And I was like, that's exactly how I feel. But it was the first time I heard someone, like, put it in words. I was like, okay, yeah. So I actually just quoted him right now. Yeah, that's what he said. And I was like, yeah, exactly, because that's how I feel. What makes me South African is the fact that my stories are South African boys' stories. I don't think we need to get caught up in, like, anything else. It's just like, just play it, and, like, do you like what I'm saying or not? Don't grade my music. I'm not writing an essay. Like, don't tell me how you feel about the music. Just, yeah, yeah, just listen to what I'm saying. If it doesn't appeal to you, cool. There's other guys to listen to. If you like the story, I ain't cool. Um, I've just finished my project that I started working on last year. My real fans know. My real, I call my real fans Simelanians. Like, how personal is that? Simelani is my surname, and I call them Simelanians. It's like I'm giving you my surname, like just as a badge. Like that is, so those fans, they know that I was working on figuring it out, and that's the name of the project. And that project was called that because that's exactly what I was going through at the time. When I was hibernating, I was figuring it out, you know, and it's just spelled the way I say it when I talk, because I speak a lot of slang. Like, this interview is very different because it's this type of interview, but like I barely speak normal. Like, I speak, so when I say figuring it out, I say figuring it out. And that's how I spelled it, and some people can't read that, but that's what that means, and it's because that's what I was going through at the time, and the music reflects that. So that project was done mainly for that story and just to capture that time. But right now, I've got this joint that I'm gonna put that out. That's what I was working on. Because they get crazy with me, like, as far as putting things out. But like, I think after this interview, they'll understand that because it's so real for me, I'll never rush it. I'll never do it until I feel like it's right. So yeah, bear with me. But I'll put that out, and there's this joint right now that I did, produced by my Portuguese, called Get Him. I already put out a teaser for that, and now everybody's trying to kill me for it. They need it, and it's ready. It's gonna try. We just had to do all of this first. I had to get all of this out the way, and now I'm gonna put out the song after we do this, and then I've got this other amazing joint that I did recently that I've been telling to everybody I played it for, that is the song of the year this year. There's this other joint called Hella Main, and some people actually caught a bit of it because I was playing it for KO on Friday last week. And during my playing it for him, he kind of pulled out his phone and hopped on Instagram, and so I saw some tweets about that, and I was like, damn, I wanted to surprise them with that. But that's like, what, a 24-hour thing? Yeah, so like a couple people saw it, but like, cause that joint that's like my favorite song right now. Just like in general, not my favorite song of mine, that's my favorite song right now. Yeah, just in general, like over all the shit that I play, that's my favorite song right now. Just like as a song. Yeah, like I love that joint. Is crazy. Just the energy. It's like just a joint about some feel good shit. Cause that's how I feel right now. You know, I'm happy. I'm good. I feel great. So I made a song to represent that, and I feel like when the people hear it, you know, they'll connect to it, and we're all gonna feel like that.
I don't wanna go, it won't work. And if I see you by no homework, I'll let you know first. Take mang figure, I'll call you every day so you can know mang pila. Can't believe I was rushing to be grown. Bega manja, I don't even have the heart to leave.